Tough to say when this goes live. Tough to say when this goes live. It's gonna go live in a second here. Okay, yeah, we're live. Facebook, what's happening? I gotta fix the light in here. 1 second. I think by fix it, I mean I don't really need it, or like I shouldn't be worried about it right now when I'm trying to set all of this up. Just want everyone to know, there's a link attached to this that is directing you to the Founders Club, which is going to be brand new on June 1st, but you can still get the previous shipment if you sign up now, which is possible. The other thing too is that I just finished up a board call with Fuck Cancer, part of my language, not really, and I've decided what we're going to do from a charity perspective, because what we're trying to do right now is we're going to try to get 1 million stars, 1 million stars, which is going to allow me to cut a check. Now, Fuck Cancer, in and of itself, is not necessarily dealing with the response to COVID-19, but they are helping out a couple of charities that are dealing with the response to COVID-19. So I'm going to have more details about those. I'm not going to be live for very long right now. I thought that maybe I would answer a few questions, although it's possible that I'm just not getting them as they're coming up. Oh, okay, there they go. Okay, yeah. All right. Hi. Hi, everybody. A lot more people on. There's like 3,000 people on here. That's nice. So anyway, we'll have more information about that, but basically we're going to be working with a couple of charities that are helping people that are dealing with cancer, but also dealing with the fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of research coming out to suggest that that these people are in a very high risk group. So helping them out is, I think, very much the least that we can do. But again, if we raise 1 million stars, that's $10,000. And I'll tell you what, if we get to 1 million, you know what I'm going to want to do, right? I'm going to want to go to 10 million, right? Because I mean, that's a lot of money. And then I suppose we would try to get to 100 million, because why not? This star system is very new to Facebook. And if we can do something really special here and be at the front line of it, like Cassandra, thank you very much, sending 1,200 stars. It's very nice. Claire Parker sending stars. I can't actually see how much I have once we're checking out this video. As a matter of fact, I know exactly what I'm going to do now. You guys just bear with me, please, as I do this. And I actually, you know what? I think that I will. I'm going to go over the streamer dashboard, and then I'm going to stick around, and I'm actually going to answer questions for a little bit because it's 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. But Friday, who gives a shit? It's not like the weekend is any different than what's going on right now. Okay, cool. So I can look at this. Current stream stats. And it'll probably show me how many stars it has generated, just so I know. Not yet. Da, 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 da. Well, it certainly illustrates today. So let's just talk about today. Today we have 48,875 stars. So let's stick around for a second. Let's answer some questions. Let's get that number up. And all right, I've already talked with Mavi. She's going to come on and perform some songs. I'm going to perform some songs. Thank you to Sarah Mole, who's just sent 100 stars. I'm going to perform some songs. Maybe I'll get friends of mine on here. I definitely have to do some research on Facebook and figure out if I can add people to the stream, because I used to be able to do it, because then we could have people come on and they could sing for your stars. At the very least, this is going to become a morning chat that we do. And again, these are just flying in right now. So thank you very much to Rosa. Thank you very much to Heather Cooper Crossman. Megan says it just hit 5 p.m. for her. What? And she's got home from her essential job. Where are you? You in Texas? You in New Orleans? You're somewhere with Central Time. Must be. Thank you to Adam. Thank you to Louisa. Thank you to Michael. Thank you to Kate. Stars are just flying in. Kate sent 1,200 stars. This is fantastic. Heather Mason sent 2,261 stars. And if I look real close, yeah, you know, that makes sense. That makes sense. Her Facebook avatar is a photo of the two of us. So I get where that's coming from. Thank you to Amber. So Danny says, are you ever going to do another fundraiser for Fuck Cancer? Well, we're looking at it right now. Now, this isn't going, you know, typically, if you know Fuck Cancer, you know that they deal with prevention. That's their number one priority, prevention, because that's a, you know, You don't want to treat the disease so much as you want to identify if you are the type of person that is likely to show symptoms. Do you have a history in your family? Are you getting your prostate checked? Are you doing breast exams? Like, are you doing all of the things that you can very easily do to catch cancer when it is eminently treatable? That's what Fuck Cancer deals with. In the immediate aftermath of COVID-19 smashing down on us like a freaking anvil. Thank you, Corey Merchant, for the 1,200 stars. It's very nice of you, and Georgiana and Megan, very very lovely, and Axel and Iona. Um, what was I going to say? I got lost here. In the immediate aftermath of COVID-19, they're dealing with a couple of charities that are dealing with people that are A, suffering from cancer, but B, dealing with the fallout from COVID-19, be it getting good meals, PPE equipment, geez, you name it, anything pretty much. So Heather and Julie, who are two of the bigwigs over there, my bosses, I suppose, in my charitable endeavors for Fuck Cancer. Julie's just going to get a kick out of me calling her boss. She's not, maybe a little. They're going to get me all the information on the charities that they are dealing with right now that are really getting out in front of this. And wow, these are flying in. Dana Cooley, thank you very much. Let me just check how this is going. Goodness gracious me, we've had like 30,000 stars. We're up to 78,000 today. That's very, very exciting. So we'll certainly stay on here until we get up to 100,000 for the day, because that's a good day. As far as I'm concerned, we've only been live for 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Let me get to some questions. But yes, long answer to a very simple question. If you're looking for the next iteration of my Fuck Cancer campaign, you're looking at it right now. Will it include t-shirts? Sure. Are we going to include a raffle component that maybe mirrors the all-in challenge a little bit? Uh-huh. Yes, we are. And I don't know. We just got a lot of fun stuff. I got very inspired when I was on this call a few minutes ago. Thank you to Mary. Thank you to Eric for sending stars. Anne with an E here. Hello from London. Hello, Anne. How are you? I know Anne with an E. Come on. Marita says, would you ever consider doing lip sync battle? If I would have considered it, I would have said yes the 9 times that they asked me. I don't mean to be ostentatious or shitty. No, the short answer is no. Jenny George wants to know how my mom is doing and if I can visit her soon. Yeah, that's a great question. Travel's getting a little looser. I think that travel is one of those things where I think that it's going to be a little bit like Carmageddon in Los Angeles. Back in 2011, they had to close down the 405. I swear to God, this is not going to get too inside LA. They had to close down the 405 for repair. So they decided to do it on a Saturday and Sunday because it's a major artery. And they begged people consistently, do not go out on the roads. Don't do it. There's going to be wall-to-wall traffic. Now, maybe they knew what they were doing because that weekend, you could drive anywhere you wanted in Los Angeles at 95 miles per hour. There were no cars on the street whatsoever. It was like the beginning of quarantine here from the pictures that I saw. I was out in the desert, so I don't really know. Oh, man, the stars are just flying in. This is very thoughtful, guys. This is Marcy Austin Jenkins. We got Randy Eklund, who sent me a Gretzky. That's 99 for you non-hockey fans. Everyone should know who Wayne Gretzky is, quite frankly. Esme, Matt. Oh, they're just flying in. This is really, really cool, guys. Aisha, Juliet. Very cool. That's what traveling on airplanes is like right now. The airport is empty and incredibly safe because everyone that you're dealing with is going to have protective gear on. You're going to have protective gear on. And it's not like the airports weren't strict beforehand. 1 second. His sister cancer. Oh yeah. So anyway, I gave a shout out to to a youngster who's turning 8, I believe. So Vanessa Jackson's here. Let me I gotta bring this back up. Okay. So I gave a shout out to Dallas earlier because it's his birthday. His sister Candace, who's 11, is mad at me because she got him into Arrow. Could you please give her a shout out? Oh yeah, sure can, Candace. Don't fail your city. Okay. All right, let me get back up here. Yeah, planes are going to be empty. They're going to be practicing social distancing. Air filtration on a plane is incredibly, incredibly efficient. So I'm just not worried at all. that being said, it's my understanding that when you go into the province of Ontario and you're just coming from anywhere, whether you have a Canadian passport, I do, or not, Cass doesn't, um, that you have to quarantine for 14 days. It's going to be a tough one for me, just because we're kind of making plans and enjoying time down in California. But I don't know. Maybe my mom can come down here. Maybe it's not the same. Maybe it's not the same coming down here. I'd have to do the research, but I miss her and I want to see her again for sure. I'm gonna check how we're doing over here. Wow, up to 93,963 stars for the day. So honestly, for the month, we're at 189,275. I don't know if it's going to count those against the goal, but we know what we've done. Is the moral of the story. So let me answer a few more questions here. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Here we go. My two girls graduated from third and first grade. Can you give them a shout out? Sophia and Sabrina. Hi from Miami, Florida. That was Vanessa Juanes Diaz. Hey, congrats. Any possibility of an appearance on Robbie's upload? Oh, please, please. I'm so excited. I'm heading over to his house, actually. I haven't seen him since this whole quarantine started. We're going to hang outside with our social distancing, and then we're going to watch the last two episodes of Upload with me, him, and my kiddo. And then I've got a surprise afterwards that might destroy her brain. Christine Kozia Womack says, my son Oliver, named after your character, got a new kitten for his 6th birthday. Our dog is Arrow, so he chose Speedy as our kitten's name. Any chance, 1 second, please. Any chance you can shout out to my little Oliver? What's up, little man? Happy 6th birthday, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Good evening from Brazil. That's very nice. Do you think it's safe to fly to South Carolina from New York to visit my parents? I miss them. Anastasia, that's a fantastic question. Since I'm a doctor, I'm going to answer it for you. I'm not a doctor. All right, a couple questions. Number one, have your parents been quarantined? Have they come into contact with people? Have they been tested? What have you been doing? Have you been tested either for COVID-19 or for the antibodies test? Because the travel is not what I'm worried about whatsoever. Flying domestically in the United States, get in an Uber, wear your mask, go to JFK or LaGuardia or Newark, whatever's flying directly to South Carolina, get in a plane, keep your mask on, and that's it. I mean, if you can afford to fly business, fly business. If not, they have to social distance people in premium economy and economy. So you're fine there as well. I'm just frankly thinking of comfort. And, if you tick all those boxes and you can go see your parents, then go see your parents. Or conversely, if you've got a car, drive. Not a lot of traffic out on the road, beautiful country out there. And New York to South Carolina is not that far. I've driven from Toronto to Los Angeles, so nothing is that far. But if you check all those boxes, go see them. That's what I would do. When quarantine is over, do you have any new projects you are working on now? Arrow and Code 8 is done. Code 8 is still something that I'm working on. Heels is still something that I'm preparing for. When there's a concrete plan, I assume that I will have a runway, but then it's time to get ready all over again. Dialect stuff, wrestling stuff, workout stuff. Knocking Point is keeping me incredibly busy. I have decided that I'm going to bust out my online persona again, much like I did when I first started this back in 2013 into 2014. 2014 was the first year of the Fuck Cancer campaign and sort of the explosion of my Facebook page. I'm the OG at this stuff, and it's time to circle back, all right, and retake the throne, so to speak. I'm doing it for a good cause, so I'm allowed to be boisterous, I suppose. 1 second. Let's see. Take less time to drive from Texas to California, from one side of Texas to the other. That's true. It takes less time to drive from a certain part of Texas to California than it does to drive from one side of Texas to the other the long way. I've driven across the top of Texas. I love Texas. Driving across the top of Texas sucks. It was the worst part of the drive. It's fine. It's good people. It's nice land. There's just nothing. Nothing. All right. Let's check how we're doing here. Oh, guys, fantastic. I mean, this is wonderful. We're at 103,226 stars for the day. So let me do 5 more minutes here. Of course, you can always add stars after the fact. We've been on here for 15 minutes. So I'll tell you what, I'll go for 20, and I'm going to try to speed round questions. If you're going to donate stars, and again, they're going to be going to charities that F Cancer is supporting. I'm going to have more details for you in the next couple of days. Now is your time. Of course, you can also do it. Later on. Okay. Just a shout out to Ashley Barrett's son Jordan, who is autistic and loves me. Well, I love him right back. I'd give him a hug if I could. My 77-year-old dad partied with us in Walla Walla last year. This is from Sarah. He turned 78 this weekend. Shout out, Sarah's dad. Shout out. I remember you. You rock and roll. Okay. Christy Wagner said, if you could have a choice for your next role, what would you want to do? Yeah, I want to play Jack Spade in Heels. That's why I signed up for it. I'm not anxious at all. I'm just a shout out to Axel's cat, Shaquit. Is there any way to get a knocking point buff if I'm in Australia? This is an Amy question. I believe that we can ship to Australia. I can't really guarantee the cost, but everything other than wine we ship internationally. So I think that if you enter in all the information, it's going to calculate what you get for shipping. If I'm totally wrong, I apologize, but I believe that's how it works. Sarah Irwin says, "Keep fighting the good fight." I'm pretty much just talking, into a webcam. But thank you. A lot of people are like, "How are you still this cool?" What the hell else am I supposed to do? This is, I search for positives in the quarantine, and one of the positives that I've found is, have you noticed that there's no real telling who's got a good webcam setup, right? Like you look at people who are super powerful and they don't seem approachable necessarily, and then you see them on their webcam and their house is in shambles. You're like, what? I guess you're just the same. Cool. Good for you. Yeah, I guess you're gonna. Oh, Wendy Richardson, are you still in Laguna? No, I'm back in LA. Jackie Ingram says, greetings from Michigan, where they're handling a pandemic and mass floods. Sounds exciting. Stay safe, please. Paul Louis LaBelle says, will you be doing any conventions near Massachusetts? No, but I spoke about conventions yesterday. I love doing them, and frankly, I think they're going to be even more important now. A number of years ago, a really, 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 really indefensibly, ostentatiously, purposefully shitty article came out in the Hollywood Reporter, which is why the Hollywood Reporter and I is dead to me forever. That's true. You see me being positive, that's all well and good. I'm phenomenal at holding grudges forever. I actually think it's kind of healthy sometimes, occasionally, believe it or not. I'm sorry, not sorry. The reason that article was so shitty because it just sort of it made it seem as though these conventions were exploitative. It used pictures from a convention that we did in Florida to raise money for the Pulse nightclub shooting. That was exciting. That was a real good move on their part. But what that article missed, and what people don't realize, and what I'm starting to come to realize, is people come out to these conventions for an experience. I mean, in the same way that you pay money to get into an amusement park, maybe you pay some money to come up and meet your favorite television actor or screen actor or author or voiceover actor or illustrator. And people get some experience. Now, are we going to be able to shake hands and hug like we did before? Are photo ops going to be the same? Not really sure. But is the experience going to be the same? Do I get to lock into you the same way and look at you even if we're standing at a little bit of a distance? You're fucking right, I do. And I miss that. I miss that connection with the fans. I think that you guys miss it. And are they going to be able to pack convention halls the way that they did before? No. Are they going to have to stagger people coming in and coming out? Yes, they are. Are you going to have to buy a pass for Saturday and maybe not have a pass for Sunday so that more people can come through the convention center? Yes. Is everyone going to be cool with it? You betcha. You want to know why? Because we're part of a community. What these conventions are and what people miss when they write pithy articles like that, I will never forgive them ever. Uh, is they miss the sense of community and the sense of common purpose and excitement that people have when they go to a convention. Doesn't matter where it is, doesn't matter if it's in Massachusetts, doesn't matter if it's in Fort Worth, Texas, or Oregon, or Louisville, or Salt Lake City, or Washington, or New York, or New Jersey. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. People come together with a common sense of purpose, and everyone feels like they're part of something for a weekend. And so let's come up with the regulations that make it safe, i.e., check out what Six Flags is doing, and let's get it back going again. Yeah. I guess we could take the lead on this one with the spring release party, which is not going to happen. I do still think that it's a beat early, but I promise you guys, I really do. When it comes time for Knocking Point, and again, you can actually still, there's a link attached to this. You can still join the Founders Club and get the previous box until June 1st, and then you'll just get the new box as well. It'll be exciting. But when we can have the spring release party, we'll have it responsibly. I'd have it sooner than most people, but when everyone's on board, then we'll do it. Okay. Final check on the tally for today, because today was a really wonderful day. Oh man, 111,000 stars today. That's pretty exciting. That's 10% of the way to the goal in one day. Let me do the math on this one. Yeah. I think what I'll end up doing is I'll have a couple of days where I pop on at a set time at 10:15, hopefully do something fun, be it like sing a song or have Mavi sing a song or whatever. But I don't give a shit if I make a complete ass of myself. It's for charity. So who really cares? All right. Okay. Well, care. You know what I mean. All right. To that end, thank you guys very much. Thanks to everyone that's donated. We've selected a couple of good charities. I'm going to have more information on them for you very shortly. And that's it for today. Going to wish Drew a happy birthday. Going to watch Upload with my kiddo. It's going to be fantastic. I love you guys. Thank you.